Welcome to Concept with Justin. Today, we embark on a journey to create a breathtaking white-themed garden landscape for your apartment. Join us as we explore the art of crafting an elegant outdoor retreat using a palette of white and light-toned flowers, complemented by carefully chosen planters and garden elements. The foundation of our white garden begins with the selection of plants. In the world of horticulture, white encompasses a spectrum of shades from pure snow white soft creams, and the palest of pinks and yellows. This subtle variation in tone adds depth and interest to our monochromatic scheme. Consider classic white blooms such as gardenias with their intoxicating fragrance and glossy green leaves, or the delicate beauty of white clematis climbing a trellis or balcony railing. For apartment gardens, where space is often at a premium, vertical gardening techniques become invaluable. Picture a wall of cascading white petunias or the graceful arches of white wisteria framing a seating area. In selecting plants for our white garden, it's crucial to consider not just the flowers, but also the foliage. Silver-leaved plants such as Dusty Miller or Lamb's Ear provide a soft, textural contrast to pure white blooms, while variegated leaves with white margins or splashes add interest even when flowers are not in bloom. These foliage plants play a vital role in creating a cohesive, year-round white garden landscape. As we build our palette of white flowers, let's consider the importance of varying bloom times. to ensure a continuous display throughout the growing season. Early spring might bring the nodding heads of snowdrops and the delicate petals of white crocus, followed by the exuberant blooms of white tulips and narcissi. Summer could usher in the pure white daisies of Shasta daisies, cloud-like blossoms of hydrangeas, and the elegant spires of white delphiniums. For apartment gardeners in warmer climates, the options for white-flowering plants expand to include tropical and subtropical species. Pristine blooms of white bird of paradise, fragrant clusters of white jasmine, or the sculptural flowers of white anthurium can create a lush, exotic feel even in a small space. These plants not only contribute to the white theme, but also bring a sense of verdant abundance to the garden landscape. In crafting our white garden, the choice of containers becomes as important as the plants themselves. White or light-colored planters in materials such as ceramic, concrete, or fiberglass complement the garden theme while providing a neutral backdrop for our carefully chosen plants. Consider varying the sizes and shapes of containers to create visual interest and accommodate plants with different growth habits and root needs. For a truly cohesive look, explore the possibility of using matching or coordinating planters throughout the space. The unified container scheme can tie together different areas of the garden, creating a sense of purposeful design even in an eclectic plant collection. Don't be afraid to mix in some metallic elements. Silver or mercury glass containers can add a touch of glamour and reflect light, enhancing the luminous quality of the white garden. As we arrange our white flowering plants in elegant containers, let's consider the importance of texture in creating a visually interesting landscape. The soft, felted leaves of lamb's ear contrast beautifully with the smooth petals of white roses, while the fine, grass-like foliage of white gaura provides a delicate counterpoint to the bold leaves of a white variegated hosta. By juxtaposing different textures, we create a garden that is as engaging to touch as it is to view. In an apartment setting, every inch of space must be carefully considered. Hanging baskets and wall-mounted planters allow us to take full advantage of vertical space, creating cascades of white blooms that draw the eye upward and make the garden feel more expansive. Picture delicate white fuchsias or trailing lobelia spilling over the edges of hanging baskets, their flowers dancing in the slightest breeze. Water features, even on a small scale, can add a new dimension to our white garden landscape. A simple wall fountain with a pale stone basin can provide a soothing backdrop of trickling water, while a small, still pool can reflect the sky and surrounding white blooms, doubling their impact. Lighting plays a crucial role in maximizing the impact of a white garden, especially in an apartment setting where the garden may be enjoyed primarily in the evening hours after work. Soft, warm lighting can create a magical atmosphere, making white flowers and silver foliage glow against the gathering dusk. As we craft our white garden landscape, let's not forget the importance of incorporating seating and other functional elements. White or light-colored furniture, whether a classic wrought iron bistro set or sleek modern pieces, blends seamlessly into the garden scheme. Outdoor cushions and throws in shades of white and cream not only complement the planting scheme, but also invite lingering in the garden, turning it into a true outdoor living space. In our pursuit of a white garden, let's not overlook the power of fragrance to enhance the sensory experience. Many white flowers are known for their intoxicating scents. Think of the sweet perfume of gardenias, the spicy notes of white dianthus, or the fresh, clean scent of white lilies. Strategically placing these fragrant plants near seating areas or entry points allows their scents to be fully appreciated, adding another layer of enjoyment to the garden. As we develop our white garden landscape, it's important to consider the changing seasons, how to maintain interest throughout the year. In temperate climates, spring bulbs give way to summer perennials, followed by late-blooming annuals that can extend the season into fall. Even in winter, the garden can maintain its white theme with the addition of plants with white or silver bark, such as birch trees in larger spaces or the white-stemmed cultivars of brambles in containers. In our white garden, the boundaries between indoors and outdoors can begin to blur. Consider how the garden view can be enjoyed from inside the apartment, perhaps framing a particularly beautiful arrangement of white flowers in a window or glass door. Conversely, bringing elements of the white garden indoors, a vase of freshly cut white blooms or potted white orchids can extend the garden theme throughout the living space. As we cultivate our white garden, we may find that it attracts a different set of pollinators and wildlife compared to more colorful gardens. Many night-pollinating moths are drawn to white flowers, their pale petals glowing in the moonlight. By including plants that bloom in the evening, such as night-scented stock or moonflower, we can create a garden that comes alive as the sun sets. In our white garden landscape, the changing quality of light throughout the seasons becomes a design element in itself. Bright, clear light of summer highlights the crispness of white petals and the subtle variations in tone. While the softer light of autumn can lend a gentle, nostalgic quality, the white garden, with its limited color palette, offers a unique opportunity to focus on form and structure in garden design. In the absence of bold color contrasts, the eye is drawn to the graceful arc of a branch, elegant shape of a flower petal, or the interesting texture of a leaf. This emphasis on form can lead to a deeper appreciation of plant morphology and a more sophisticated understanding of garden design principles. A beautiful garden requires regular care and maintenance. In our white garden, we'll need to deadhead spent flowers, prune overgrown foliage, and ensure the soil remains well nourished. By staying on top of these tasks, you'll ensure your garden remains a stunning sanctuary for years to come. Let's discuss some maintenance tips to keep your white garden looking its best. Accessories are the perfect finishing touch to any garden. For our white garden, consider incorporating statues, benches, and decorative stones. Let's explore the various accessories that will elevate our white garden to the next level. As the sun rises, casting a gentle glow upon the landscape, the white flowers emerge, their petals glistening like pearls in the morning light. In such a garden, the interplay of light and shadow creates a dynamic tapestry that evolves throughout the day. Soft whispers of the wind dance through the leaves, while the sun's rays illuminate the vibrant blooms, creating a spectacle that captivates the senses. The choice of plants plays a pivotal role in achieving this harmonious aesthetic. Incorporating perennial flowers ensures that the garden flourishes year after year, offering a continuous display of elegance. Delicate white daisies, with their cheerful faces, harmonize beautifully with the lush greens surrounding them. Their resilience speaks to the enduring nature of well-planned landscapes, wherein every detail is meticulously considered. Consider the layout of the garden. Pathways paved with natural stones lead visitors through a journey of discovery, each turn revealing new perspectives and delightful surprises. Borders adorned with white hydrangeas create a soft contrast against the backdrop of vivid blooms, guiding the observer's gaze and inviting them to explore further. These pathways not only enhance the aesthetic appeal, also provide a sense of direction, a guiding force through the floral wonders. The importance of hardscaping cannot be overstated in the creation of a breathtaking garden. Elegant benches crafted from weathered wood or wrought iron provide places for contemplation and relaxation, inviting one to pause and soak in the beauty surrounding them. As the seasons change, the garden evolves, offering a different spectacle with each passing month. In spring, the white blossoms burst forth, heralding new beginning. Summer brings a riot of colors, while autumn offers a warm palette of golds and reds. Winter, too, has its charm, with frost-kissed petals shimmering under a blanket of snow, creating a scene of quiet beauty. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of white garden landscapes for apartment. If you've been inspired by the ideas and techniques we've discussed, we invite you to subscribe to Concept with Justin.